Just quickly drive me into this conversation. I understand you're acting, your role is Foster, a genocide perpetrator.
Yeah.
How is it to fit into those shoes?
I mean, you know me personally, and you know that what I usually do is I started with theater, but also stand-up comedy.
Right.
Mostly into comedy. So when I was called for that role, I was like, I don't think I can do it. But my mentor, Carol, was like, I know what you can do, and you have to do it. It's very complicated to go deep within emotions and draw the power and everything that you need in order to convey a message,
right.
Even if what you have to convey at that moment in the play is hate. But it's a great experience as an actor, of course, to do it like that. But it wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I would literally break down and cry because of too much emotions within. But yeah, it's not easy.
Tell me a story of this woman whose entire family was murdered by Foster, but she had to go and visit him every Friday without even him knowing who she is and all of this. Break it down for me.
What happened is the lady, in the play, we called her Isaro.
Right.
And Isaro is the mother of a certain boy, and that boy was killed by Faustin. And every Friday, that woman would go there to visit that man. That man didn't know with that lady or the relationship with that lady. Maybe he thought it was like one of those aunts that, you know, sometimes remembers him and etc., you know, all of that. But every Friday, she would go there, wash the clothes, feed him. Of the perpetrator.
Actually, let's use the killer, of the killer.
Of the killer, yes. Right. Wash the clothes and feed him and discuss with him in order, maybe she was looking for closure. Maybe she had motives that even I as an actor still do not understand. But she would go there still. So in the play, we are trying to do that. Of course, that is 45 minutes, the play is 45 minutes. But to break it down how she would go there each and every Friday, maybe looking for closure or something else. She probably was expecting to see someone like a huge guy, a scary guy, and it was just a boy that has probably the same age as her son that was killed by that guy. So maybe her maternal instinct took over and she was trying to take care of that boy, but at the same time trying to get closure with her boy that she didn't see, you know, before the boy passes.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to hear from you. What do you set as the milestone for this play? Because dragging back this conversation, I know you've been in Burundi, you are in Rwanda and all of this, and when we do research and read about stories from the past, there used to be plays that actually spread hatred in the Rwandan community, but also plays that encouraged young people to sign up for the RPA. And that was in Burundi and all across. Currently, when you're working on this, what do you set as a milestone? What do you want to see happening?
Of course, as an artist, you know that art can be used to do a lot of things. You just said it. It was used to spread hatred back then throughout songs and theater and etc. Now, what I wish is that we can use art in order to, of course, show that within that darkness that happened back there, there can be that light, and that light can come through art and many different other things, but art can help spread because people listen when you're giving them emotions and when you're giving them real story. This is based on a true story. I am honored to convey that message, you know, so that message of hope, because you already know, just to tell you how it ended in the real story, not in the play. The woman, at the end of all of the years that the guy had to spend in prison, he came out and he asked for forgiveness and wanted that lady to be like, to be there for that lady because she had nobody else to help her and you know, in her everyday lives because she's very old. So you understand that the woman accepted, and now the man is married with another lady, and that lady that lost her boy is now some sort of grandmother.
Right.
So you understand it's bigger than love. It goes further than that. That's why the play is called, we call it love, because there's no other name we could find that goes deeper than that, to forgive the person that killed your son, but also have him in your house like your son and help him become a man that he is right now, is something big. When we performed it in many other countries like France and etc., in other countries, I remember there's a Haitian man.
Right.
I met him after the play, and he was like, this is something that used to happen back home. When in Haiti, like back when you did something, let's say you killed the son of someone else. Mm. Now that family would come to your family, and they'll be like, you have to come in that family to replace the one that was lost.
Right.
Now, you cannot exactly replace, of course, but you are there to be reminded each and every day of what you did. Now, that's one, but also show that we can grow, we can go like past that.
Right, Michael.
Yeah.
And of course, I understand this is part of the government of Rwanda's reconciliation project, but also looking at a unified Rwanda. But one thing that I've always had, been looking at is when you read, documents and different writings from the international community, they always ask if Rwanda says that it is Rwandan, not Hutu, Tutsi, and Twa, why do plays go on and have Hutu, Tutsi, and Twa in the plays? I want you to explain this as an actor, understanding the history and also what this entire play depicts.
Yeah.
Why do we still have to have all of these, groups in the plays, but on the other side, we're just Rwandans?
I think for someone to understand what we are talking about and to understand the story of our country,
right,
and especially when you're talking about something as important as the genocide, you cannot just say it's the Rwandan genocide and move on.
Right.
That is not precise.
Thank you.
You have to talk about what it is the genocide against the Tutsis, because it was planned in that way, and the play in itself has to talk about that. We cannot just round it up for anybody to be okay with it, for anybody to be like, no, this is where we're going. No, if you're coming to see a play that is taking back into a certain time, we are using
it has
the terms
to be exactly about that time.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you very much for getting time to speak
Thanks
to us.
to you, Michael.
Right.